saw Good Samaritans rush in to save a truck driver after an explosive crash in Solano County. Rachel Wolf is live on I-80 near Meridian Road with the latest on the situation there. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, so we've been talking with authorities. We talked with the driver of the tractor trailer, that rust-colored tractor trailer, and then this is a separate rig. So we finally got it straight. There were two vehicles involved, and I just talked to the driver, and he said he was driving on I-80 westbound, and somebody cut him off, and he swerved to save his truck. And that's when we, driving the opposite direction, saw a big, huge plume of black smoke, and we looked behind, and we saw a crash, and we circled back around. We got here. Take a look at the video that we shot. There was the tractor trailer that was fully engulfed in flames, and then we had this other rig that was on its side, and there was a man trapped inside. Now, the driver of that tractor trailer is okay. He's standing out here along the highway, thanking his lucky stars. He's alive. He said that his door wasn't opening and his truck was on fire, and thank God, he said, my window was down, and he jumped out. We saw people stopping Good Samaritans to rescue the guy who was trapped in this tractor trailer that's overturned. And joining me right now live is one of those guys, and I want you to come up here and just tell me a little bit about what happened. You saw this and you jumped out. You're driving a dump truck.
Yes, driving a SuperTech dump truck. So when I seen the explosion, there was probably about a 50 to 70 foot flame of black smoke following the wind. Got down, immediately grabbed both my extinguishers, ran over, put the fire out in the grass and the gas tank that was on fire. Tried to put out the tractor, but my tanks were already spent. So I ran over to help dig Troy out. Troy was the operator of the loader that was flipped. His left arm was pinned under there. I laid on top of his body to keep him warm so he wouldn't go into shock. We cut away everything, all the clothing that we could to pull his arm out, but he was still pinned. We dug, and then finally we got his arm kind of like level. He said his wrist was broken and possibly his left arm. His right shoulder was dislocated. Yeah, there was a medic there as well.
He was kind of guiding you guys through all this?
Yeah, copy.
That's pretty amazing that you guys saw this, all jumped out. There's probably half a dozen of you.
Yeah, there was about 12, 13 of us all helping, trying to get Troy out.
What were you saying to Troy?
Just telling him, reassuring him that he was going to be fine, and we had PD and fire on the way, so he remained calm. He cried a little bit because his arm was hurting, but it's understandable, you know.
You have had a few moments to process this, Rick. This isn't something that happens every day on the job for you.
No.
You're touched by this.
I'm just glad everybody made it. And, you know, the tractor was fully engulfed in flames all the way from the bottom to the top of the rig. And just knowing Troy's going home to his family makes it all a blessing.
Rick, you're a blessing. Thank you for stopping. Thank you for taking the time.
Yep.
Happy ending to this story today. It isn't always the case. Life can change in just a second. A very windy day. There's dust blowing across this highway right now. We're going to toss it back to you in the studio. That's a wrap from I-80.